What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to Unstabled. It's our 75th episode, and we are back with Justin as always over at Kingmaker Sports. How you doing, brother?
Man, I don't think it can get much better. We got a favorable matchup, and the blue wave of the Colts is still going, man.
Oh yeah, the last week or so, we've really just been kind of using what we're doing over on this AFC South show to kind of do the preview, recap, schedules, not really match it up. But we are back, so you can always check that out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Do it here. We got, like you said, a very favorable matchup after the Colts kind of, steamrolled the Titans. We don't need to, bask in that glory, I guess, for too long. It was just, there was an image going around, Justin, it was that one play where that offensive line opened up like a semi-truck hole for Jonathan Taylor.
Massive.
It looked Photoshopped. And it wasn't, man. It was just, that's how bad the Colts have been beating up on the Titans. What's going on,
Well, it's funny. You remember the opposite of that picture when we had Trent Richardson? You remember that? Where it's a massive gaping hole. And then Trent Richardson is over here, in these clump of players. Yeah.
Yeah, Trent Richardson would have gotten tackled for a loss on that play.
Yeah.
Nah, man, it's before we even really talk about the Steelers, I think this is a conversation that needs to be had. MVP. I've said it in several groups. I feel like if the season ended today, I don't know how you really couldn't give that award to Jonathan Taylor. People make comments about, you have to be, until Jonathan Taylor throws for 4,000 yards, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, stupid quarterback award.
But is anyone doing better at their position than Jonathan Taylor is at running back right now?
I mean, so no, because it's harder to be a running back than it is to be a quarterback. I get quarterback. You're leading the team. You got to know everything about the offense. I get that, but when it comes to the durability, the toughness, all the hard parts about doing the job, Jonathan Taylor is making it right now. But I don't know, when it comes to MVP stuff, they need to separate it and say, boom, if you keep saying, MVP is a quarterback award, well, then make a quarterback award because you're cheating all these other great players just because that person's a quarterback.
I mean, if you look at what he's done, right now he's at 14 total touchdowns. And so we're not even quite halfway through the season, but let's just say I want him to break records at game 16. I don't want him to have to use game 17 to break any records. Yeah. So if you just think about this, they're at 8 games, they're at the halfway point, and he has 14 touchdowns. I don't even know how many yards. It's crazy. I don't know the exact number. It's a lot. But he's on pace for 28 touchdowns. It's crazy numbers. And the last person that really had a season like this, and to his credit, he's coming back. He was coming back from, torn ACL after 6 months. It was, crazy work for Adrian Peterson, I think. He's on pace to do something like that. I don't know. Obviously we don't know what the next eight games are going to look like for him, but man, I think right now, I don't know how you really argue it. I think the league wants to give it to Mahomes, but
of course.
And I understand the argument, Jonathan Taylor does have the benefit of a fantastic offensive line, and it's true. He does have the most yards before contact, but he also has the most yards after contact, and he also has the most forced missed tackles. So it's the offensive line doing a great job, and it's also him doing the work. So
yeah, I mean, so Daniel Jones is actually in the MVP talk as well, but he's a quarterback, so that boosts it a little bit. Whereas, like, we get it, Jonathan Taylor is far and above Daniel Jones, but I hate that whole quarterback aspect of it, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, they still got Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes ahead of Jones and Taylor.
And when you talk about like a team that hasn't really beat or played anybody, the Bills, like, who have they actually, like, I don't know. You can make the same argument with them. And quite honestly, they haven't really looked great. I don't think they're using Cook right, but we're going on a whole different tangent here. But and I'm trying to not even look at this in a biased perspective. Of course, I'm a Colts fan. Of course, I want Jonathan Taylor to win it. But the way that he's running and just he's mad at the ground. He's mad at everybody on that field, and it's I don't know. He's
out there making a statement.
Yeah. Like
everybody was so down on JT, and then now, like, boom, he's look at me now. That's kind of been the whole thing. Like, make yourself undeniable, you know. And he's got an actual passing threat behind him or in front of him, so he can actually have running lanes to use that third best offensive line in football, who've only allowed 9 sacks on the year, and 3 of them came last week on accident.
I think he got sacked for the first time on third down last week against the Titans. The Titans are ending a lot of Colts records. I mean, they suck, and, you know, the Colts are blowing them out, but they did make the Colts punt first, and they did finally sack Daniel Jones on third down. So, you know.
I think that's their biggest accomplishment, even probably more than getting their only win of the season, is making the Colts punt finally.
Yeah, I think they threw a parade to finally make the Colts punt. But yeah, I think that this is a good segue into this game. Who they're matching up against. Obviously, they're traveling to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers, who have always kind of been a thorn in the side of Indianapolis. They've just kind of been that pain in the ass. Colts always seem to struggle against them. But this has been a very unusual year. I don't think that same narrative is going to continue. I really don't. I don't see anything on Pittsburgh that really, I just don't see it.
No, I mean, this isn't an Aaron Rodgers to be afraid of. I mean, ever since he left Green Bay, he hasn't been anything to worry about.
I mean, he's having a good season. I mean, he looks a lot better than he did with the Jets.
Really? You saying somebody looked better when they weren't with the Jets? I feel like that's low-hanging fruit there, Jeff.
Hey, they lost to them.
I mean, fair.
The Steelers coming to this, they're the 26th overall ranked defense. The Colts are the first ranked offense. I don't think this will be quite the blowout that they've done to the Titans, but the Colts are going to still put up points. And I don't think old man Rodgers.
Have you seen what the line is? The line is between 48 and 50.5 points. So they're expected to put up decent numbers.
Oh yeah, I'd take the over.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So I like Metcalf. I do like what they're doing with Aaron Rodgers. I do think he needs more weapons, and that's kind of why I'm leaning to. I don't think they have enough on offense to keep up with what the Colts are doing.
No, they just have DK.
I don't think they have anybody. Like, I like TJ Watt, but I'd take our offensive line over TJ Watt. Like, he's a great player, but he also disappeared against Cincinnati, which I'm saying I know
the offensive line can scheme better against one defensive player.
Yeah.
So I mean I'm not saying they have horrible defensive players, but they're not working well together right now. I mean, linebacker Peyton Wilson is leading their team in tackles on the season with 57. So compared to Nick Cross, our safety, not a linebacker, not somebody who's in the play every time, but Nick Cross got 56.
Yeah.
So that's not a great stat with your matching tackles with a safety, and you're a linebacker, and they don't have many sacks for their team. Like they've got 4.5 sacks from Nick Herzberg or Herzbig or whatever. So Buckner's got that by himself. He's got 4. Tyquan Lewis has 3. Cam Bynum's got 2, and Mekhi Blackman's got 2. Excuse me. Those are interceptions. But Tyquan Thornton and Buckner got 4 and 3. So they're not good at getting to the quarterback.
If you take what you just said, now nobody's getting to. I mean, again, Daniel Jones has been sacked 9 times.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, I think, has been hitting the backfield like the least of anybody. So the Pittsburgh can't put pressure. I think they're like 17th ranked against the run, and we have the best running game and the highest scoring offense. It doesn't look good for Pittsburgh, man. It's any given Sunday. There's a reason they play the games. Mike Tomlin is a good coach. I'm not a big fan of his, but there's no real denying what he's done in Pittsburgh. Yeah. So, but they're just not the same Steelers as they were with Ben.
No. Now, if they still had George Pickens, this would be a different story.
Yeah.
But they're dumb. The Cowboys are dumb. So I'll take the easy matchup all day.
So we did skip a step. We need to look at our practice report. I'm very happy to see this practice report. I don't know how we're 8 games into the season and the Colts look like this. We got, Nick Cross.
All that Wednesday D&P, to me, that's just rest. I know they normally put rest on there, but because the very next day, look at it, Thursday, today, full.
Except, the only one I'm concerned about is Ibukum. Anthony Gould is a great return man, but we have people that can do that. Doolin has done a fine job on his return. He's an all-around, Swiss Army knife.
He's been so great, hasn't he?
Oh yeah. And of course, the big one that I'm really, really happy about is to see Jalen Jones fully participating. It looks like we'll finally have our corner 2 back. We do have to wait a couple more weeks for our 1 and Ward to be back off of IR, conveniently against the Chiefs. And we're going to go on a whole other tangent there. Ooh, Grover Stewart out with a foot. That's concerning, though. Sorry, I just saw that.
Oh, yeah, at the bottom there.
But he can not practice all week and be fine on Sunday. So
yeah, somebody like him I'm not worried about.
Yeah,
they'll tape him up, spat him up, and he'll still be good. 80% of Grover Stewart is still better than most of the linemen that he's going to get.
Yeah, but yeah, I kind of going off on a tangent here. I know that the NFL can flex games. They can't flex this game, the Chiefs game, into Monday night. I think they play that Thursday, so they can't do that. But they need to put this at least in the 3 o'clock window or Sunday night window or something. This right here is as of right now, because of records and how these teams are playing and everything. This is like the AFC South Super Bowl or the AFC Super Bowl. This is the game of this could be easily the game of the season. Just based on how these teams go.
Colts Chiefs you talking about?
Yeah, I kind of skipped ahead for a minute, but
I'm just talking about it because why not?
Let's flex this.
Why not do that if you're the NFL? Isn't the point here to get viewership?
Yeah.
Well,
could you imagine this game?
Surprise! The team is winning and has the not just winning, but has the best offense. Has 2 MVP candidates on their offense, and Coach of the Year candidate, front runner right now, Shane Steichen. Yeah. So. Bro, how about this for a story? You can't write this any better. So why not try and push this? But on the side of that, I like that it's just low key and everyone's like, "Oh, the Colts are doing great," but you still got to slide in at noon. You still got to slide in at 3. No primetime games. Like I kind of like that though, not as a fan, but as like a team kind of analyst, because I'm like, okay, there's not a lot of hype. You're not getting that Monday night buzz, that Sunday night buzz, that Thursday night buzz. You're not getting that. It's just, hey, guys, let's go out there on Sunday and do our thing.
All I'm saying is that, they take Pittsburgh this week. We get Atlanta. That's the overseas game. That's the 8:30 game. So we get Atlanta. The Colts could be going into Arrowhead 9-1.
That's crazy.
How do you keep, and again, you said 2 MVP candidates on this team. Patrick Mahomes is the front runner because quarterback, but
like
how do you
face
not
of the
flex
league.
that game to something? How do you not flex that into something?
This is a headline right here. Yeah, this is a headline. You've got the face of the league in Patrick Mahomes, whether you love him or hate him, that's what he is. And then, like, he's making people football fans just because of him, not because they can give a crap about football. Like, my aunt, who's, like, 60, like, she don't give a crap about football, but she roots for the Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes, which she don't know crap about Patrick Mahomes, but the marketing says, oh, he's awesome, right? Well, boom. Now you've got your golden child, and then now you've got the front-running team in the AFC. Like, yeah, like, they came out of nowhere. They literally were the Phoenix. Yeah. Rose from the ashes.
Yeah. I talked about this on the AFC South show a couple days ago, and I said, look, the Colts have 9 games left. And, of course, I want them pedal to the metal. I don't want week 18 to matter. I want them to win the AFC. That's what I want. I want the playoffs to go through Indianapolis. That's what we all want. Is that how it's going to unfold? Who knows? But even if they, the wheels kind of come off and they go like 4-5, I still think 11 wins this division. I'm not saying they can coast it out or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. But they've built up enough of a lead to where, again, I don't want comfort, but you got to feel good about this. Yeah. And I was not having. I said like 5 or 6 wins was the ceiling, and now we're talking about like, hey, they could be 9-1 going into Arrowhead, because again, they have the Steelers, who on paper, the Colts shouldn't have much of a tough time with this game, and then they get the Falcons, where they shouldn't have much of a tough time. I'm just saying, that's these stories are writing themselves right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is awesome.
Yeah. Nobody saw this coming, and if you say you did, you're lying. I mean, you could have said, I think they'll have a better year than whatever. Okay, I'd buy that.
Which that's what we said. We thought the season would be better than last year, but we didn't think that we would be 7-1 going into week 9.
No.
But like, not even close. Like, I get people coming to me all the time, like, man, can y'all believe this? No, I can't.
No, not at all. And I like through the off season, I was like, I think like 6 wins is the cap. Like, I don't think we'll be playing for shit in week 18. I think it'll be the Texans are kind of not run away with the division, but this is not how I predicted this to go at all, and I'm loving it. I'm fine being wrong. Hey, it is what it is. It's football. Yeah, that's why they play the game.
This is some crow. I'll throw some hot sauce on and keep eating as long as we keep winning.
Oh, I'll keep slamming that down. But yeah, we need to look at Pittsburgh. I do like Aaron Rodgers is having a good year. A lot of teams are moving the ball really well against the Colts. If you look back at the Chargers, and I think the Chargers right now are a better team than Pittsburgh. Herbert threw 420 yards, which is, I think, his career high, and lost. And the Colts pretty much blew him out. So yeah, they're letting teams move the football. They're not letting them finish. And I just don't think that this offense can move the ball as well as like the Chargers can or the Rams can. I don't think so. Mm-hmm. And with how Aaron Rodgers, he's old, he's not mobile. We got a lot of pressure in a lot of these games. I think Herbert dropped back like 55 something times, and he was pressured on 29 of them. So he's not going to move around like Herbert did either.
Yeah.
The line in Pittsburgh might be a little bit better, but
they're mid pack right now.
yeah. So
I still take our
like,
defensive line over their offensive line.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was about to say. And I definitely take our offensive line against their defensive line. We all know this. Games are won in the trenches. We know this. I don't think the only way I think the Colts lose this game is if Shane Steichen gets cute and tries to kind of do that one-upsmanship with Tomlin and just do the game you've been doing, man. It's been working.
Yeah. Don't change.
No.
Don't change the game plan. It took you 2 seasons to listen to Jeff and I. You finally took notes. Don't change it. Don't get fancy.
Yeah, keep doing what you do. Like, I love it when they, I don't like the holdings. I don't like it when they're facing 3rd, 13, 3rd and 17. But I love the play calling on it. Yeah, a couple of times they've ran it, let Jonathan Taylor pick up 5 or 6, make it a little better for Rigoberto. But then there are times where they're like, hey, fuck it. Alec Pierce is 40, 50 yards down the field. I'm just gonna, drop a dime to him.
Yeah,
I love
because we know how he's been doing. He's been killing it.
I actually saw a post where someone was like, "Oh yeah, make Daniel Jones beat you with his arm." I'm like, he's completing 75% of his passes. He's throwing 250 a game, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns a game. He can beat you with his arm. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's showing that he can. He's got weapons all over the field. You take away Pittman, there's 3 other dudes. You take away Downs, you can't do it.
No, I mean he's 4th in the league right now in passing yards with 2,062 yards and 13 touchdowns through the air. That's not including his goal line rushing touchdown.
Going against the 26th ranked defense.
So yeah, like he's got 71% completion rating, which is awesome. But the good thing is he doesn't have to throw a bunch because Jonathan Taylor is just killing it on the ground. So the 2 successes are working out, helping each other. The success through the air is opening up running lanes for Jonathan Taylor, and the success on the ground is opening up passing lanes for Daniel Jones. So, I mean, this is just the perfect storm if you're an offense and you're wanting to strike. Like this is it. This is working great.
There's not a lot of times, and I think the most stagnant I've seen this Colts team, probably the Rams. That Rams game, they got a little stagnant at times, and the Titans in the first half, this last week.
Well, the Rams was when Shane Steichen was trying to be fancy.
He did try to.
You and I were texting back and forth, and you were like getting kind of fired up because you're like, why is he going off the game plan? Why is he trying to be fancy? You're right. That's what happened. He went off of the game plan, and of course, Adonai Mitchell's 2 scrubs didn't help. But
hey, and then on their 88-yard touchdown pass, our corner fell. He just slipped on the route.
Yeah.
Shit happens. They lost that game, but I'm looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers right now are averaging 25 points a game. And the Colts are averaging, I think it's 34, somewhere in there.
Something like that, yeah.
So yeah.
Really good numbers.
Yeah. And just like the Titans, I don't see any reason that should stop.
And not just really good numbers on that. The Colts are leading the league in points per game by 3 points.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound like a lot if you don't really understand. It's a lot. Yes, it's a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot.
So,
and even I saw the graphic when I think I talked about this on this AFC South show too. It was all, I'm sure NFL Network, ESPN, I think they ran the graphic, but I just wanted to talk about it because the Colts are averaging, I think it's 3.46 or 6.4. I have a little dyslexia. Points per drive. One of the best offensive teams in history was that 07 Patriots, and they were at 3.16 or something like that, 26.
Which is you're guaranteed at least a field goal every time you touch
every
the ball.
time, every drive. And the Colts are putting up more points per drive than that 07 Patriots. Again, are they going to keep doing this? I hope so. But
We'll see.
as of right now, they are averaging more than the 07 Patriots per drive, and it seems like, it's only 0.2, 0.3. We're talking about like 10% more.
Yeah.
That's actually a big deal. Like, it doesn't seem like a big number. It is. And I'm not normally a numbers guy.
And for us hardcore Colts fans, we love sticking it to the Patriots every chance we get.
Yeah. Again, there's no reason that the Colts shouldn't score more than 30 in this game like they have been all year, minus the Rams game. And I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are better at finishing than a lot of opponents we faced.
Yeah.
But I just don't think they can keep up with that. And if the Colts do exactly what they did against the Chargers, which is ball control, that whole first half they completely dominated. The only reason the Chargers had time of possession in that game was because they had that really long, for some reason, 8-9 minute drive that chewed up the entire third quarter. And I'm like, you're losing by 3 touchdowns, right? Like, this is a great opening drive for you. Why the fuck are you doing it down 21 in the third quarter? But that's the game plan that the Colts need to have. Just keep the ball away from their offense. Run the ball with Jonathan Taylor. Use Tyler Warren. Use Josh Downs over the top, or over the middle, and then every once in a while, you got to air it out to Alec Pierce. I mean, they've been doing that all year. Shane Steichen. There's no reason to stop.
Yeah, when they're gonna ease up and try and stack the box on Jonathan Taylor, that's when you let the dogs loose. Like Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman. That's when you let them loose. Because like our receiving threats are legit. I mean, Tyler Warren, our rookie, thank you, Chicago, is our leading receiver on our team. Okay. He's 15th in the league in receiving, not just as tight ends. He's number 15 out of all pass catchers in the NFL.
As a tight end.
As a tight end. Dominant.
Yeah.
So, he's got 492 yards, dude. He's killing it right now.
He's killing it. And this is an offense where there's a lot of spreading the ball. Like last week, I wish we would have gotten Pittman 5 more yards. We still haven't had a 100-yard receiver, and that's fine. Hey, if we're putting up 200-300 yards receiving a game between everybody, fine.
Well, and there's a reason for that. So everybody out there who's like, oh, well, you can't put up a 100-yard receiver. There's a reason, okay? And let me enlighten you real quick.
We don't need
the reason why exactly is because Daniel Jones is spreading the ball out. He's playing smart, high IQ football right now. He's not focusing on one player. Like, that's not the key for success for the Colts right now. Daniel Jones is taking what the defense gives him, and that's why if you look at the stat sheet, you look at all the targets and receptions, the top 5 are pretty evenly matched right there. Like, they're all pretty close. That's what you want to see. I don't want to see Michael Pittman Jr. with 18 targets and 12 receptions, and everybody else has 2.
1 or 2, yeah.
Right. I don't want to see that. So
and that also means that Jonathan Taylor has a dozen handoffs, and that's not what this team does.
No.
I think that's spot
why
right
everybody.
Now. Oh yeah. And the other point I wanted to bring up, I think this is Tyler Warren is going to have a huge game this game. I'm calling that shot. I'm predicting it. I looked at that Steelers-Packers game, and what I saw was Packers tight end Kraft have 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. Absolutely destroyed the Pittsburgh defense. Absolutely killed
it. So bad.
And this is Tyler Warren. If you don't think that Shane Steichen is looking at that and saying, we got to do what Green Bay just did to them, I think Tyler Warren's going to have probably the best game of his season this year. I would not be surprised to see him get in the end zone twice. I might build that into one of my bets if I can.
That was one of the main things that I noticed. Coming into this week, I was like, hold on. The Packers, Tucker Kraft just demolished Steelers.
Him.
And our tight end's way better.
That's exactly what I'm like. Wait, Kraft had 146 yards and 2 touchdowns?
I'm just licking my chops just waiting. How are you going to implement Tyler Warren? Yeah, exactly.
I feel like he's going to have a
But it's so
game.
Good, though, because you think, Tyler Warren, being 15th on the list. Okay, so we want to compare the Steelers pass catchers. It's only DK Metcalf. Like it's only DK Metcalf. So if you're looking at them as like total yards, right? So you got Tyler Warren is 15th on the season right now. Okay, DK is number 24 on the season. Like
That's
DK
crazy.
Metcalf is number 24 on the season, and like literally just under him is Michael Pittman at 25.
Yeah,
like they're separated by like
there's a reason for
20
that.
yards or something like that. Yeah, and then Alec Pierce is number 38. So that's pretty good. We got 3 top receivers in the top 38, and then they've got one like in the top 50. Like that's it. Like so contain DK Metcalf.
Yeah,
that sounds like what you need to do to me.
I mean, and obviously, Jalen Jones, again, full participant in both these practices. I would expect him to go Sunday. I would fully expect him to be ready. He was limited all last week. They kept him out because it was the Titans. Why do it? Get another week of practice in, bring him back against Pittsburgh. You got to believe that he'd be up against Metcalf. I don't know how well Jalen Jones would do. Metcalf is a great receiver. I don't know how well that matchup would go, but I feel a lot better with someone like I would feel like
he's got the physicality edge over any of our secondary.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, honestly, he's got the physicality edge over most linebackers out there.
I'm not saying that because I think Jalen Jones can best DK Metcalf. I'm saying I feel a lot better about at least being able to somewhat limit DK Metcalf without Jalen Jones.
Yeah, keep him to like 6 catches for like 60 yards. I'm good with that, man. Because they haven't shown that they're going to use anybody else to beat you. Which is weird because I like Roman Wilson. I like Pat Freiermuth. I like those guys. But and Calvin Austin, which I don't know if he's still hurt or not, but like I like those guys. But Aaron Rodgers doesn't. And we know how temperamental and how childish Aaron Rodgers can be. If he doesn't like you, you might not even be on the team come trade deadline, first off, right? And secondly, you sure ain't getting the ball.
Yeah.
So, but if he likes you, he'll take you to every team he's going to be on. Ask Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb. Like, ask them guys.
I'm surprised Cobb isn't back on.
No, we were calling it. Yeah, so me and somebody else were talking about how the Steelers were looking to add a wide receiver, which first off, the joke was like, you mean like George Pickens? Because you had him, and you messed that up. And then
that Jerry Jones mentality right there.
That's exactly the Jerry Jones, which led into the Micah Parsons conversation and how they're looking for a pass rusher now.
If only they had a premier edge rusher that could help the defense.
Yeah,
we got to find a defensive end.
Yeah, where are you ever gonna find one, Jerry? Oh, Jerry doing Jerry stuff, but yeah, man, it's been fun.
Yeah.
Let's see on there. Yeah, so you're talking about Rodgers like not having a bad season. He's not having bad statistically. No, not at all. But I mean, we're not used to seeing this Aaron Rodgers. But like I said, time and time again, Father Time is undefeated.
Yep.
So it's something else that's helping us that for old man Rodgers is he's not a scrambling threat like he used to be. Like when he was in Green Bay, you better watch out because like he actually can move a little bit outside the pocket and scramble and get you about 8 to 10 if you needed to. So that's the thing with Aaron Rodgers right now. You don't have to worry about him doing that at all. So that helps your game plan so much.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's just going to hyper target DK Metcalf, then I'm going to one-on-one, maybe even zone everybody else and focus on DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Steelers aren't getting to the quarterback either. So Daniel Jones should feel pretty safe. He's got, I think, the best offensive line in football. That's just me personally, looking at the numbers. But the Steelers, they didn't get a single sack last week.
Mm-hmm.
Not one time. So I don't know how you're gonna sit there and say like, oh yeah, we're gonna get to the quarterback. They're not. You might get a sack, maybe. Because outside of last week, now I guess technically we're averaging what 1.2 sacks a game or whatever it is like that, or 1.1 something. But okay, I'll take a sack. What's that? 3 yards? Like a sack in 3 yards, 4 yards, whatever. I'm not worried about that. But
No, I don't. I don't. The only one that I'm really worried about is T.J. Watt, and like you said, there's ways to scheme against that. I'm fine with it. Daniel Jones also knows how to slide in the pocket. He's shown that this year. He has escapability, so I'm not worried about it. I'm really not worried about their pass rush. They're like I said, their run defense is very middle of the pack, which Jonathan Taylor is leaps and bounds above a middle of the pack defense. I'm not saying he's going to get another 3 touchdowns and go for 150 or anything. I'm not saying he's going to do that, but that's a hard pace to keep up. But I do think he'll run for, I'll just say, probably 80 and a touchdown. I'm good with it.
I don't think it's going to take much to beat this team, though.
No, I'm standing firm with my Tyler Warren big game. I'll stay with that. I really think this is going to be like a 2-touchdown game for him. I really do.
Put that money out there. Like, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take a little screenshot of it.
Because even if this does end up being like a high scoring game, if they get to like 60 points, which is that's a lot of points, but if they get to 60 points or 60 and a half or whatever odd number stuff, I hate that whole half point always throws me off. I mean, as long as the Colts come out on top, like I'm okay with it, man.
Yeah.
So
the Colts are healthy for the most part going into this game. They're scoring a lot more points than Pittsburgh. Statistically, on paper, they're just right now just a better team. I think that's a good lean into predictions. We got a little graphic here of what everybody thinks. Everybody else thinks, not on our show, but just in general.
I mean, it looks pretty good.
I don't hate a lot of those picks. I was in the same ballpark, honestly. I'm not really sure what Brooks and Gordon are looking at, not just because they picked the Steelers. I mean, the Colts, again, they have historically struggled against Pittsburgh. It is in Pittsburgh. So I kind of get how a couple of people would pick the Steelers.
There's not even a favorable weather matchup for the Steelers because even if it is cold and rainy, you run the ball. And we have the best running back in football. If it's windy, you run the ball and throw the ball short.
Yeah.
Well, we've got
that favors Tyler Warren and Josh Downs.
Yeah. Quarterback, running back, both MVP candidates, and then Tyler Warren, like best tight end in football. So
Rookie of the year.
There's not which they got Jackson Dart and Emeka Egbuka ahead of Tyler Warren right now, which I think Tyler Warren's gonna clearly separate himself on that. But so predictions. I want me to go first or what?
Well, I'm just looking at this and I'm going, I don't understand where he thinks the Colts are going to score 21 points. Colts are going to score 24 points. I mean, against one of the best defenses in the Rams that they've, of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, the Colts put up 20, but they also had, at least one touchdown. So they still should have had like 27 in that game, if not for, old dumbass Adonai Mitchell.
The Colts haven't put up under 27 all year.
I mean, they put up, was it 20 against the Rams?
No.
I think it was 27.
Oh, yeah, 20. Sorry. So, but still, so you're saying that this team is going to hold them the way probably one of the best defenses in football did?
They're as good as the Rams, the Pittsburgh Steelers are.
No. That's what Gordon and Brooks are saying right here in my eyes. That's what they're saying.
So I'm leaning, and again, this just isn't my bias. If I was outside looking in, Colts are averaging 34 points. Steelers have a bottom-tier defense. That's what I'm looking at. So
why would I expect them to not score around that?
Yeah. Go ahead with yours.
So I'm going to say this is going to be around that 50-point mark. I actually have, it's funny that the odd is 50 and a half. I actually have the Colts winning 30-21. So, 21. Closer than probably, for comfort than most fans would like, but I'm gonna kind of trust in Aaron Rodgers a little bit and his accuracy, not his wheels, because those wheels don't fall off already. But yeah, I'm gonna go 30-21 Colts.
I'm really close to like what Wolf are saying, and they both said 33-24. Patra. I'm going to say 34-24. I'm in that same ballpark as them. I just there's no reason for me to believe that they won't go over 30 and keep that average going.
So I'm calling a 9-point spread. You're calling 10-point spread.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
But yeah, I'm definitely taking you said 50.5. I would definitely take the over on it. I think the Colts are favored by like 3.
And it might be lopsided in the Colts' favor as far as that over too. If that defense, if the Steelers' defense just can't hold the Colts' offense, then I mean it could get in like the 40 range for the Colts.
God, dog.
I'll take a good offense over a defense any day.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I was just looking at this Ravens score. Lamar Jackson will not hand the ball off to Derrick Henry. Like he's in his return, and apparently he's just only throwing touchdowns. Thanks a lot. Screwed up my parlay. Thank you, Lamar.
Threw one to Charlie Kohler, who doesn't help anybody. He's not anybody's team.
Yeah, no. I don't even know if Prize Picks has him in.
Yeah, right.
I don't even know if you can pick him.
Prize Picks forgot he was still in the league.
Thanks, Lamar. And it's Derrick Henry, you butthead. But no. But yeah, so you're at a 9-point. I'm at a 10-point. I just
like
don't
that.
see any reason why this train can't keep going.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a good place to wrap it. I know we're doing well. I'm not going to be there for wife's birthday weekend. She is a Halloween baby, so I will not be on this AFC South show Saturday. It'll be my boy Justin over at Kingmaker Sports. Make sure you go over there, show some love, like, share, subscribe. Got almost 30 people in here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe as well. This AFC South show. I don't know why, but if you want to go over to Third and Teal or Titans Table for Two or that Real Texas Team podcast for the Texans, show some love over there too.
Man, you never know when Jeff and I are going to pop in. Like we'll pop in for a show, a little guest appearance over there. So
yeah,
like the only way to know that, man. If you like what we're doing over here, then make sure you go to @Unstabled1 on YouTube and you go ahead and subscribe there, and you'll see us all the places. Yep. So go do that.
Do the things.
So we've got once we get to 100 subscribers, we are giving away a jersey. So go ahead and make sure you do that. Okay. We'll be putting out more information next week, but you have to be a subscriber and you have to have liked or shared a video in order to qualify for that. So make sure you go to @Unstabled1 on YouTube and do that, so that way you can be entered to get that free jersey.
For sure. Who doesn't want a free jersey? Come on, man.
Bro, right?
Hit the button, share it. Hey, if we don't get to 100, there's not going to be a raffle. So let's get this ball rolling. I don't know how many of those subscribers are real over on Third and Teal, but
well, the thing is like when we do our drawing, we'll do the drawing like live here on the show, and then we'll try and get in contact with you, all that stuff like that. But I mean, if we can't get in contact with you, we'll just go to the next person. Like we're gonna keep going until we actually can contact a winner. So because we want to make sure that we want you to know that we appreciate you. So we want to give back to you, the viewer.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I think that's a good place to wrap it. Hopefully you'll be seeing us again on we've had a lot of them, on another victory Sunday after the game. So we have all week to just kind of, hopefully we're 8-1, so we can just keep riding this high, man. We're looking for the 5th straight. Let's do it. Let's go Colts, baby. We'll see you next time. Y'all be good people. I got to time that better.